Welcome to the How-To series for the RUCKUS AI Cloud Service for Network Intelligence and Service Assurance. In this video, we'll provide an overview of the RUCKUS AI dashboard. So let's get started. When you log into RUCKUS AI, you're immediately presented with a dashboard view. The dashboard summarizes network status and health, helping network administrators quickly focus on issues requiring attention. We'll start in the upper right corner with the filters because these allow you to control the range of data you see on the dashboard. First is the network filter. The default view is entire organization, which shows you all of your network's hierarchies, meaning every access point in every AP group, in every zone, in every cluster that's been onboarded to your RUCKUS AI account. To narrow the focus, simply click the filter drop-down and select the desired cluster, zone, AP group, or AP. Here's a quick tip. If you decide that you've gone too deep into a hierarchy and need to back out, simply clicking the middle of the field, not the arrow, opens the drop-down menu showing your current location and the clickable breadcrumb trail to move back up the hierarchy. Notice also that after you've filtered the hierarchy, if your cursor is moved over the drop-down arrow, the arrow changes to an X. Clicking here will revert the filter to the default setting of entire organization. Alternatively, if you already know the name of the desired network level, then you can manually enter the first several characters and the interface will reflect the matching strings from which you can select. The date and time filter allows you to set the time range of your dashboard view based on predefined time periods, as well as allowing you to set and apply a custom date and time period up to 30 days. With the filters set, now let's look at the data tiles on the dashboard. Note that some of these tiles allow direct navigation to other portions of the UI, which we'll show but not elaborate on, as those UI pages will have separate task-focused videos. Starting in the top left is a multi-layer scrolling data tile that cycles about every 2 seconds, reflecting a summary of key usage metrics, including the total number of APs, the number of unique clients, total amount of sent and received traffic, the total number of applications used, and the total number of active WLANs. You can click directly on any one of the tiered layers to immediately display the metric for that layer. You can also click on the metric itself at any time to be redirected to the applicable report where additional system-wide detail is available. Below that is the network history tile. Here, the time series graph shows client-related metrics in 30-minute increments. The blue line reflects new client associations. The orange line reflects connected clients, and the green line reflects impacted clients. Simply slide your cursor across the graph to see counts for a specific date and time. And below that is the SLA tile. The bar graphs here reflect connection success, time to connect, and client throughput percentages measured against the SLA thresholds that you defined. The rounded whole number percentage is shown at the end of the bar, while hovering your cursor over the bar reflects the specific percentage. These and other service level agreement metrics are detailed and their thresholds customizable on the AI Assurance Health page. Moving to the top center, we see the incidents tile. This tile shows the total number of incidents for the filtered network level and time period, as well as a color-coded breakdown by severity and the number of impacted clients. Clicking the expansion arrow in this tile redirects you to the Incidents page within the AI Assurance menu option, which displays each incident and allows you to analyze them individually. Notice that the filter settings are retained across UI pages, meaning the incident page shows only the incidents associated with the filtered network and time period. Of course, these filters can be modified at any time on any UI page that displays them. Back on the dashboard, let's move on to the AI-driven RRM tile. AI-driven Cloud RRM is a feature that runs in the background, providing the best possible channel and power plan based on network conditions, optimizing for zero interfering links for access points within a zone. Let's filter on the entire organization to see a larger representation of recommendations. This tile lists 5 of the total number of AI-generated radio resource management findings for all zones in the filtered network. Each entry reflecting the zone name, a brief summary of the potential improvement, and a color-coded status. Red for non-optimized, meaning RRM has not been applied to this zone. Green for optimized, meaning RRM has been applied to this zone. Or gray for cannot be applied, meaning there are prerequisites that are not met. Hovering your cursor over a specific entry in the tile reveals the impacted radio band. Clicking a specific entry takes you directly to that recommendation's details page. Clicking the expansion arrow in this tile redirects you to the AI-driven RRM page within the AI Assurance menu option. Here, you can see the same list, but with access to additional details. Most importantly, this page is where the network administrator can apply or revert the recommended change with a single click. Note that the 5 entries on the dashboard's AI operations tile reflect the first 5 entries in this full list of recommendations when ordered alphanumerically by zone name. AI-driven RRM usage and tasks will be covered in more detail in a separate video. Back to the dashboard, let's look at the AI operations tile. This tile reflects 5 of today's total number of AI recommended actions to improve the infrastructure or the Wi-Fi client experience for all zones in the filtered network. Each entry is color-coded by priority, yellow for low, orange for medium, and red for high, and reflects the category and date. Hovering your cursor over a specific entry in the tile reveals the action recommended and the zone name. Clicking on a specific entry takes you to the details page for that recommendation. Clicking the expansion arrow in this tile redirects you to the AI operations page within the AI Assurance menu option. Here, you can see the complete list of today's recommendations and can apply or revert the recommended change with a single click. Note that the 5 entries on the dashboard's AI operations tile reflect the first 5 entries in the full list of recommendations when ordered alphanumerically by zone name. Again, the AI assurance pages will be discussed in other task-focused videos. Let's go back to the dashboard and move to the right side of the screen. Here you'll find the Did You Know tile. This tile is updated every time you return to the dashboard, and it scrolls through bulleted lists of notable system-level metrics from the previous week, all written in simple sentences. The information spans traffic and usage metrics at the radio, AP, WLAN, and zone levels, as well as user traffic, session duration, and applications usage. Here's a quick tip. You can click on any of the dots to immediately see that specific list without waiting for the scrolling function to bring it back around. These data are also available with additional detail across their associated reports within the Business Insights menu option. Lastly, we have the Chat with Melissa tile. Melissa is our virtual network assistant, providing a conversational AI interface for you to interact with by asking questions to learn more about your network. Melissa is especially helpful for IT administrators, as it not only answers questions, but can directly navigate to the applicable UI page when you continue your conversation, as well as create and track support tickets. That brings us to the end of this video on the RUCKUS AI dashboard. We hope you found this information useful and that you'll watch other videos in the RUCKUS AI series.